Alright, what's up guys? This is Vega, and we're here to profile TOWA. It got first place yesterday at Locals, and we want to showcase our list. This is a full competitive list, so it plays a lot of really good cards. We will be updating it with a more budget, so we're going to get into the deck profile now. So,
Here we go.
Our leader is TOWA, and she was introduced in the new anniversary box. And what she does is that she bursts 3, and she'll look at the top 5 and add a mirror or food. And it's really good because it sets up your overrun play, and also it adds consistency to the deck because you're mostly playing mirror / food cards. And when you have 10 different black cards, she awakens. She only untaps 1 and draws 1, so like as far as tempo goes, she's not the best when she's awakening, but she's still pretty decent. Awaken, once per turn, you can grab 3 cards from your warp, put them in the drop, and give a mirror critical. And this is really big because a lot of the mirror cards have really good effects, and just giving that extra crit is just very powerful, and it just pressures your opponent a lot. The other effect is that it's an active battle. You tap 1, and then you pitch a card, and you declare any skill on a card, and it removes it. So it has a built-in God Strike Beers, and it's really, really good. You can use it offensively and defensively. So like if a card has barrier and you're trying to get rid of, like a barrier blocker, you can swing with your leader and then call barrier and then like play a 5-drop foo and get rid of it. It's really powerful.
Nice.
So that's the leader. Onto the main deck, we run 4 Supreme Kai of Time. She's a counterplay, and what she does is that when your opponent plays a card, you drop her, you draw a card, and your opponent cannot attack with 2 drops or less for their opponent's next turn. So it's a really good, like, if your opponent's doing stuff, you can draw a card, and then if they're trying to attack with a 3-drop or a leader, you can combo her off and draw, and play and defend your life that way. It's really solid, really good. And then I play 2 Kami. Only 2. I mean, this is one card I'm gonna definitely bump up to 4. It's just really good. It draws 1, and it has that one effect. If my opponent tries to go super wide, which this deck could lose to definitely, then this is a really good card to board wipe. So this is a potential change in terms of ratios. The main card is the Vegeta Time Regulator. This card is really good. Unfortunately, when I played yesterday in tournament, I didn't really resolve this all that much. He's still really good. What he does is that when you overwhelm, you trigger his effect. You grab up to 2 black cards that are 7 drops or less, put on the bottom of the deck and draw a card. So it helps you recycle like super combos or like combo pieces. And he's a 15k, so it's really good sometimes to attack with him. A lot of people don't expect it. Now moving on to our main mirror card. Our first mirror card will be the Destruction. What he does is that when you overwhelm him, your opponent discards a card. It's just really standard. It's good to like can destroy your opponent. The next card is the Vegeta here. What he does is that when you overwhelm for 3, he bursts 3, or he mills 3, and you set up your overwhelm play for next turn. And then with your TOWA leader, you burst another 3, so you pretty much can awaken like turn 2 guaranteed if you see this turn 1. This is actually my second best card yesterday. It put in so much work, and it also has crit. So like the first 2 turns you want to pressure with crit and neg your opponent advantage. It's really good. 4, I wouldn't play less than 4. And then for our mirror chain, we play 3 of the 3-drop and 4 of the 5-drop. This one's better, but this one just in certain situations is really good. Since you're bursting a lot, you won't be able to resolve this sometimes, because you run it at targets. This only plays it from deck. However, this one plays it from war, and I believe from deck as well. And it's really good. This one has deflect, so this is really good against like CBL decks or preemptive strike decks, or not preemptive. They can't preempt it, but like anything, yeah, Crusher Ball or you know, or anything that plays a counter. So this is really good, but this is good if you run it at targets. So like, I like this ratio because you have flexibility. You have 2 options, and then this one's, both of them are kind of searchable off the leader, so it's really good. And then also about this thing is that when you play him, you can swing with him and then pressure your opponent and bait out and negate, and then you Union Absorb, and the mirror will actually come in active mode because it says place it on top of this card in active mode. So you have to put it in active. So this is really good because you essentially do 2 double strikes. It is really good. And then we have the main card of the deck. This is what your deck is based off. The Mirror 7-drop. It has deflect. A lot of people don't know that or forget. And what it does is that when you unit absorb him, your opponent has to warp 3 cards. Warping is really good because like your opponent gets no advantage off of it. Sometimes in like hand control, they're like discarding certain like combo cards. Like let's say Vanilla Coup, they discard like 2 4-stars in a vanilla. Well, it doesn't matter because they have like Buddy Fight Krillin and like the 1-drop Goku. All those cards that they discarded are going to get used. But like since you're warping, they're literally not going to get those cards back unless they like warp 1-drops and then they play the negate and then grab it back. But like other than that, like warping cards is just amazing. It's a lot better than destroying, like discarding. He also gets double strike, which is really important because when you're awakened, you can give this double strike. Now you have like a 100k double crit, and yeah, your opponent will negate, but like it doesn't matter. It's just so powerful. This is really good. And then for the TOWA, we run 4 Time Ruler. This one's probably the better one because it takes a 2-drop or less, but like it's so easy to pull off. If you run into anything that has barrier, you can just swing the leader, call barrier, pay an energy, discard card, and then play this card and steal it. I did that against Slug yesterday, and it helps a lot. And we just run 2 more. This one steals 3 drops. This requires energy, so it's not as free as this one, but it's still really good because it grabs a 3-drop. This is really good. And then we played 1 of the 5-drop Mira. It's just a double strike, and you can give it crit with your leader. And it's only a 1 energy over round 5, so it's not bad. And then we run 3 Dimension Banisher Fu. Also, it should be 4. There's a lot of times where I really needed this card, and it just warps a card and it has double strike. The least strongest card in my deck was this card. This card did absolutely nothing. In theory, it was supposed to grab like the Vegeta if I warped it or didn't see it by the turn I wanted, or like super combos or anything. But like it really didn't do anything. So like I wasn't a fan. I would replace this with the Kami, and then we played the 1 Demigra. It's mono black. Like there's no reason not to play it. It's really good. And then for super combos, we play the Kai. Once you have 5 in the warp, you draw a card. So potentially by turn 2, this is live for sure. And then we play 3 power bursts. It's really cool because you can grab your 1-drops. So like you get a little versatility. I love this negate. This negate's probably one of the, besides Dimension Magic, is probably the 2nd best negate in the game. And then I also play 2 tech cards, which are the Infernal Villainy Cell. I would play 4, but actually it does get in the way when you're trying to awaken, and for some reason I would see this card way too much. So 2 is just like for those like defensive plays where you don't want to lose hand advantage. Also, it's really good as an unexpected card when your opponents go all out and you have 2 of these in hand and you're just defending in life. You don't really tap a lot of energy because you're overrunning a lot, and most of them require 1 energy. The only time you're really tapping your energy is for the 5-drop Mira, and that's it. Like, other than that, you have energy open. So this is a really good card to just like defend your life. And that was the TOWA guy. Hopefully you guys enjoy, and let me know what you guys think. If you have another build, and any suggestions are always welcome. And again, like I said, we'll have a budget version of this deck. And that is all. Team TPA will be signing out. See you guys later.
Peace.